Hello, I'm going to briefly describe what to expect in a hypnotherapy session, as well as a little bit about how hypnosis works. We'll go into much more detail in your first session, so hopefully I can give you a little bit that will make sense. In your sessions, you will come in and let me know what it is that you would like to work on. If you know the cause, we'll look at the cause. If you don't know, that's completely fine. And we'll look at what your goals are, where you want to be. We will briefly talk about where you are currently in your life, any other things that are going on that you may want to work on or integrate into your sessions or in future sessions. And then of course we will do the fun part, which is hypnosis. And in hypnosis, I just want you to know that it's completely safe. We are actually going in and out of hypnotic states every day. One of them is right before you go to sleep when you get that really sleepy feeling. That is you going into an alpha state and that first state of being in hypnosis. If you've ever been driving down the freeway and missed your exit, or you drove all the way home and you couldn't even remember the drive, you have escaped and forgotten and not paid attention. This is also a hypnotic state. So it's very safe. The difference is when you're guided by a hypnotherapist, you will go into a much deeper state. You'll still be fully aware of what's going on. You'll hear what's being said. Your mind might drift a little bit. It's very natural to have thoughts about the day or what you're doing or other thoughts going on during the session, but your physical body will be very, very relaxed. And the more that you practice hypnosis, the deeper you will go and the easier it will become. If you meditate on a regular basis, hypnosis will be very easy for you. If you've reached a deep state of meditation, it's a very similar feeling. What's happening is when you access that subconscious mind, and I'll give you a little more detail about that, we're going in and we're just using words, which we call suggestions, to change some beliefs and some habits. So if you have a negative habit, for example, if you're coming in because you want to lose weight and your habit is that you don't have any portion control, we're going to look at your childhood first, because the foundation, the programming, which is within our subconscious mind, is generally created within our childhood years. So we'll look at things like, did your family make you eat everything on your plate? Were you made to feel guilty if you wasted anything? I mean, there's several different reasons why this can become an issue, and we'll look at all those reasons and see what sounds right to you. And then in hypnosis, what we're doing is we're accessing that subconscious mind, and we're literally changing the habit. So if the belief was, I have to eat all of this because I'm going to feel guilty if I waste it, I don't want to waste it, there's starving people all over the world, we're going to go in and we're going to just change that thought to what you want it to be. If you want it to be, it's totally fine, I feel great about throwing it away, I know I'm doing what's right and what's healthy for my body, then that's what we're going to change it to. It's a very easy, very simple process. Another time that you're accessing the subconscious mind is when you watch a movie. You know that it's not real, and yet you cry, you scream, you get frightened, you get angry, you feel happy. Why does that happen? What is going on? It's because your subconscious mind does not know the difference between real and fake. So when we can access that subconscious mind with hypnosis, we're putting images and thoughts in there, and it won't know the difference if it's real or fake. It will take it in as real. It will begin to change the way you think, the way you look at things. And like I said, it's very, very natural. Many people, they make the change. They'll come and talk to me and they'll say, well, yeah, I made the change, but I think I just did it on my own. I think I really just finally found the willpower to do it. And that is completely wonderful. However you change is awesome, but it's just that natural. It really does just kind of happen. It's not like a big magical poof and there's lights, camera, action. It's just a very subtle change, but it does help you make the changes that you want in your life. The subconscious mind's a little different from the conscious mind because the subconscious mind is completely in control. The conscious mind is where we have our logic, our reasoning, decision making, and analyzing. So like when we're talking about weight loss and portion control, you can logically say with that conscious mind, okay, I'm going to sit down and eat, and I'm going to stop eating when I'm full, and I'm not going to feel guilty about throwing the rest away or saving it for later. It's okay. And then you start eating and you've eaten everything on your plate and you're so stuffed that you feel sick and you feel guilty and you're angry because you think, why did I do that again? Because the subconscious mind overrules the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is what is protecting you. It wants to keep you in what you know, in your comfort zone. It doesn't want to do anything unknown or new. So we need to let it know that it's okay, this new thing is positive and good, and just kind of go in there and make some healthy changes. So again, I will explain it in more detail when you come in. It does work. However, I would like to express that it's very important that you come in with some motivation and some openness. Now, we work on motivation, especially with something like weight loss. We'll work on the motivation. I know it's kind of hard to get some motivation to exercise, things like that. But what I'm saying is, if you come in here and you think, I really don't want to make this change, I just don't, but maybe hypnosis will magically make me want to change. It's not going to work that way. It's going to be a long road if you come in here with the thought process that you don't want to change, but hypnosis is going to magically make you change. Now, hypnosis can help you begin to become more aware of things, to change your perceptions, to look at it differently, so eventually you will want to make the change, but it's going to be a much longer process. If you come in here and you're ready, you're motivated, you know why you want to make the change, you're open, you're giving all the information to your hypnotherapist and are honest about what it is that's going on in your life and what it is you're working on and where the blocks and triggers are, it's going to go a lot quicker and be a lot easier for you. Your participation and your motivation is definitely key. If your hypnotherapist gives you any homework, for example, we give you a recording of the hypnosis part of your session and ask that you listen to it as much as you can, a few times a week if possible, if not once a day, for reinforcement. And if we give you any homework, like I want you to journal this or watch your dreams and come back and let me know what you see, if we give you affirmations, whatever it is that we might give you for homework, if you do that homework, again, your participation, if we give you tools when you leave here of things you can do to overcome your habit, and if you don't use them, and you don't do your homework, and you're not participating, again, it's going to be a much longer road for you, and that's why we can't quote, well, one session and you're going to be good, you'll completely overcome this habit that you've been working on for years. No, everybody's going to be different. We generally say 3 to 6 sessions, but for some people it's more. If there's a lot of resistance, if there's a wall, if it's hard to get honest information from you, or again, if you're not participating in between sessions, or if you're not coming to sessions, if you're missing a lot of sessions, these will all delay you. So I hope this gives you a little more information about what to expect. I'm always available for any questions you may have, and hopefully I've answered some of them here. So I look forward to talking to you, and let me know if you need anything else. Thanks. Bye.